In this video, we're diving into the art and science of internal linking on Shopify. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you build an online store that performs like a pro. Have you ever wondered why some Shopify stores rank better on search engines or guide customers seamlessly through their collections? Well, a big part of that success is a thoughtful internal linking strategy. By connecting your pages and products intelligently, you help shoppers discover more of what they love, while also signaling to search engines what your site is about. So today, we're going to explore how to craft an internal linking strategy that actually works. One that boosts SEO, improves user experience, and ultimately increases sales. Why internal linking matters. Search engines use links to discover and evaluate content. When you create links between your own pages, you tell Google which pages are related and how important each one is. According to Shopify's SEO checklist for 2025, internal links help search engines understand your topical authority and improve rankings. But internal linking isn't just about SEO. It also guides visitors to relevant products, blog posts, and collections, keeping them on your site longer and increasing the likelihood that they'll purchase. The dual benefits. Search engine optimization, SEO. Search engines use links to crawl your site. A strong internal link network signals that your store is a cohesive whole, rather than a collection of isolated pages. Linking related content with descriptive anchor text helps search engines understand context, boosting your visibility for relevant keywords. User experience. Visitors often land on a product page from Google or social media and may not know about other items you sell. Internal links can introduce them to complementary products, collections, or blog posts that answer their questions or inspire them to explore. The easier you make it for customers to find what they need, the more likely they are to add to their cart. Building the foundation, site architecture. Now, before inserting links everywhere on your site, you need a coherent site structure. Shopify stores typically follow a hierarchy: homepage to collections to product pages to blog articles. This hierarchy reflects how people shop. They start broad, for example, women's shoes, then refine their search, for example, running shoes, and then finally choose a specific product, for example, women's gel running shoe model A. Mapping your collections. Create a mind map or a spreadsheet listing all your collections and the products within them. See where there are natural groupings or gaps. For example, if you sell kitchenware, you might have collections like cookware, bakeware, and utensils. Within cookware, you might have sub-collections for pots, pans, and stock pots. The goal is to cluster products logically so that internal links feel intuitive, ensuring every page is reachable. Shopify's SEO checklist emphasizes ensuring all pages are accessible from the home page. This doesn't mean every product should be on your homepage, but there should be a clear path to reach it with a few clicks. Using navigational menus, collection lists, and footers ensure that visitors and search bots can find every section of your store. Crafting descriptive anchor text. Anchor text, the clickable words in a hyperlink, is more important than many people realize. It provides context to both readers and search engines. Avoid generic phrases like click here or learn more. Instead, use descriptive terms that reflect the destination. So here's a really weak example. Click here for our baking accessories. And here's a much stronger example. Discover our baking accessories for every kitchen. Descriptive anchors help search engines associate target pages with relevant keywords. They also set clear expectations for users, improving the chance that they'll click. Natural language linking. So rather than forcing links into every sentence, weave them into your writing naturally. For example, if you're writing a blog post about summer grilling, you might say something like, for the perfect char on your steaks, a cast iron skillet can be invaluable, linking to your skillet product page. The link feels organic and provides value to the reader. Strategic link placement. Internal links can appear anywhere on your Shopify site, but some placements are more effective. Main navigation navigation and footers. Your main navigation is prime real estate. Include links to your most important collections and pages. Think of the navigation as a signpost that tells visitors and search engines where to go next. Also, don't neglect your footer. It's a good place to list secondary collections, policy pages, things like shipping, returns, and popular blog categories. Footer links help ensure that all pages remain accessible even if they're not directly linked from the main menu. Category pages and collections. Within collection descriptions, you can link to related collections. For example, in the outdoor furniture collection, you might mention, "Don't forget to check out our garden decor to complete your outdoor oasis," linking to the garden decor collection. This encourages cross-category exploration. On product pages, internal links serve two purposes: guiding customers and improving SEO. Add a "you may also like" or "complete the look" section, linking to complementary products. Many Shopify themes support this automatically, but you can also manually insert a paragraph like "pair these boots with our waterproof backpacks for your next adventure." Beyond cross-selling, you can link back to the collection page or relevant blog posts. For example, care instructions or styling tips. Blog articles. Blogs are fertile ground for internal linking. When writing content, look for opportunities to reference your products or categories. For example, a blog post on winter skincare could link to moisturizers and lip balms. This not only drives traffic, but it also positions your store as an authoritative resource. Similarly, you can link to other related blog posts and keep readers engaged. Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumb navigation shows user where they are in your site hierarchy. For example, home, women, dresses, maxi dress. Each breadcrumb element should be clickable. Breadcrumbs help search engines understand relationships between pages and allow users to easily navigate back to broader categories. One advanced internal linking strategy is building topic clusters. This involves creating a pillar page, usually a comprehensive blog post or collection that covers a broad subject, then linking to cluster pages with more specific content. For example, if you sell running gear, your pillar page might be Ultimate Guide to Running, covering shoes, apparel, and training tips. Cluster pages could be Best Running Shoes for Beginners, Top Winter Running Gear, and Hydration Strategies for Long Runs. Each cluster page links back to the pillar and to other clusters when relevant. This structure shows search engines that your site has depth on the topic and encourages visitors to explore multiple pages. Distributing link equity. Search engines assign link equity, or ranking power, to pages based on how many links they receive. High authority pages, like your best-selling product or a viral blog post, can pass some of that equity to other pages when you link out. Strategically link from popular pages to newer or less visible ones to help them rank better. For example, if your guide to sustainable fashion blog post is popular, then link it to your eco-friendly products collection. In Shopify's internal linking strategies article, experts recommend linking from high authority pages to important pages to distribute link equity. Linking between products and blogs. Often, product pages and blogs exist in separate silos. Bridging them can benefit both. On product pages include links to related blog posts that provide styling tips, usage guides, or behind-the-scenes stories. This educates customers and may reduce returns by setting expectations. On blog posts, link to relevant products with a call to action, such as shop the collection or get the tools used in this tutorial. Write a blog post about 5 must-have tools for home bakers. Within the post, you can mention each tool, the mixing bowl, measuring spoons, silicone spatula, etc., and link those names to the corresponding product page. At the end of the article, include a call to action button linking to your bakeware collection. On each product page, include a link back to the blog post in a section like "Learn how to use this tool effectively." This reciprocal linking keeps readers moving through through your site and signals to search engines that your blog and store are closely related. Implementing related product sections. Many themes offer automatic related product sections based on tags or collections. If your theme doesn't support this, then you can manually create a section using Shopify's theme editor or code snippets. When choosing related products, consider both customer behavior and business goals. For instance, if you sell a camera, suggest accessories like lenses, tripods, or memory cards. Avoid linking random items that don't make sense together. This can confuse shoppers and dilute the user experience. Linking in the cart and checkout. While the cart and checkout pages are primarily focused on conversion, subtle internal links can add value without distracting the buyer. For example, you might offer a small banner in the cart reminding customers about gift wrapping or add a link to your return policy. A mini "you may also need" section can suggest small add-ons like batteries or warranties. Just be careful not to overwhelm the checkout process. Prioritize frictionless completion. Internal links for SEO best practices. Now, here are some guidelines to ensure your internal linking benefits SEO. Use follow links. Unless you have a specific reason, let search engines follow and index your internal links. Limit links per page. Too many links can dilute their value. Focus on quality, not quantity. Around 3 to 5 internal links per page is a good starting point, but adjust based on content length. Update old content. When you publish new products or blogs, revisit older pages and add links to the new content. This keeps your link network fresh. Fix broken links. Broken internal links harm user experience in SEO. Use tools like Google Search Console or third-party apps to identify and fix them. Vary anchor text. Don't always link to a product page with the exact same phrase. Mix up your anchor text to capture different search terms. Avoid over-optimization. Avoid keyword stuffing in anchor text. Links should read naturally to humans. Measuring success. So how do you know if your internal linking strategy is working? Monitor these metrics. Bounce rate and average session duration. Lower bounce rates and longer sessions indicate that visitors are exploring multiple pages per session. An increase suggests that internal links are encouraging deeper site exploration. Search rankings. Use tools like Google Search Console or SEO software to monitor how individual pages rank over time. Improvements may correlate with better internal linking. Conversions and revenue. Ultimately, the goal is to sell more. Track whether cross-linked products see increased sales. Pitfalls to avoid. Even with the best intentions, internal linking can go wrong. So here are some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Linking for the sake of linking. Don't add links just to have them. Each link should provide value to the user. Using the same anchor text repeatedly. This looks unnatural and might trigger search engine penalties. Mix up synonyms and related phrases. Creating orphan pages. Pages with no internal links are hard for search engines to find. Ensure that every page is connected. Ignoring mobile experience. Check how internal links appear on mobile devices. Make sure buttons and links are easy to tap. Neglecting high-value pages. Don't let your best content hide. Link to important pages from multiple areas of your site. So internal linking is one of the most overlooked yet powerful tools in your Shopify SEO and user experience toolkit. By constructing a logical site architecture, using descriptive anchor text, and strategically placing links in navigation menus, product pages, blogs, and footers, you help both search engines and customers understand and explore your store. Building topic clusters, distributing link equity, and bridging blogs and products encourage visitors to stay longer and discover more. Remember, every link should serve a purpose, guiding users, adding context, or strengthening your authority on a subject. With thoughtful planning and periodic audits, your internal link network will become an asset that boosts your search rankings and drives sales. So ready to put these strategies into action? Grab your sitemap and start linking intelligently. So if you want to get started with Shopify, we've got a link for you down in the description below. You can go ahead and get started with a free 3-day trial, and after that, your first 3 months are just $1 each. Now, this is an affiliate link, which means we do earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we're dedicated to helping you succeed with e-commerce by providing tips, strategies, and insights to grow your online business. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.